Hello there, my name is Nate Jackson, the Eclipser. Welcome back to Series 10, Silent Ozu 3 Family Comedies. The first one is Yasuhiro Ozu's I Was Born, but Umarete wa mita keredo. It's, I think it's a picture book for adults or grown-ups or something like that. I Was Born, but that's like the actual title. It's from 1932. It's 90 minutes, black and white, silent with optional score. There are Japanese intertitles and with optional English subtitles, and the aspect ratio is 1.33 to 1. So this is a silent film. It's, I think, our first silent film in the Eclipse series, and I prefer with no music. No offense to the people who make music for these, but I put on my own music. I have some other records I've been listening to lately, so I just put one of those and just put on some easy listening records I had and just played the movie, and I thought it worked pretty well, and I was able to kill two birds with one stone, so there you are. Anyway, so the idea of a silent comedy, Ozu's humor is very much in repetition, very much in, gosh, I don't know how to describe it. It's very much in just like the way kids act. In this particular film, we have the two boys, Ryoichi and Keiji, who are the two brothers, who go to school, or do they? They end up skipping school because they're afraid of the neighborhood bully who threatens them early in the film. And one of them ends up realizing that they need to get an E in calligraphy to make their father proud. They really look up to their father a lot, and so that's a big theme, is the relationship between them and their father. And one of the things that I really enjoyed about this movie is, again, the humor in between the way they act, the repetitious things they do. There's a recurring gag where the kids end up doing this thing where, like, they fall after they point their fingers and they fall, and then they do the cross, and then they put their hand out, and then the kids raise up, and so that was definitely pretty funny to see. But yeah, there's a bit where the boys skip school, and one of them has to get an E in calligraphy, E for excellence, and they don't know how to write an E like the teacher, so they ask a passing teenager to write for them, and he writes the E backwards, or some kid or something. So yeah, it's a pretty funny movie. It's also got a bit of a sad bit to it. There's a whole bit where the father, Yoshi, is basically kind of taken advantage of at work, and so later on they make these home movies, and the kids are invited over to watch them, and they see their father, kind of just making faces and everybody laughing at him, and that kind of depresses them. They looked up to their father as like a great man, and they think, they end up berating him when they get home, and just saying, you're nothing but a weakling, and it kind of cuts, it really does show kind of a darker side to Ozu's, comedies. And in the end, they end up forgiving their father, and end up, realizing that, this image they had of their father may not be the one that they initially had envisioned for themselves, but it's still one they can accept, something like that. And yeah, that's basically the movie. I Was Born But is has a lot of very funny moments in it, and I think it's probably his funniest film. It was remade as Good Morning, which we've seen in the Criterion Collection. I think this might be a little funnier, though. I think the lack of fart jokes, for one, is obviously, of course, silent versus you need sound to get a really good fart joke in there. So anyway, I Was Born But a great movie, and can't wait to see the others. So that's it for today. Keep it short like that, and we will see you all tomorrow for Passing Fancy and Tuesday for Tokyo Chorus. And until then, goodbye.